All right, so DP Photography here, bringing another video, and today just gonna be doing a little bit of riding on the EUC. I'm not really decided on where I'm gonna go yet. I don't know if I want to go ahead and go to the store now, or if I want to take a second to go down, my little practice route. Leaning more towards the store, some real riding. I just finished doing some riding. Didn't go too fast, got it up to about 25, 26. Definitely enjoyed it. Getting used to the pads and all the gear. One thing I did notice is when I get on this thing with all the gear, I sweat profusely until I actually get going. Once I get going and get to riding, it's pretty comfortable. The wind cuts through this thing pretty nice, and it's definitely enjoyable. Now, a little bit ago, I was just doing some circles and just getting some practice in like that. I did try to do some different kind of turns where I'm like leaning my shoulders. I watched some videos on carving because I want to get to carving. I want to get good at that, but I still am not really comfortable with carving. Now, I've told you guys, many times, the only problem I really had on this EUC has been the mounting. And, as of lately, I haven't really had much of a problem mounting. I've learned, that if I give it a nice little push off and I kind of glide on one leg to, with the EUC leaning more towards that dominant leg, that, I take off pretty decent. It's actually not too hard. I'm still a little careful when it comes to doing that, but I do a good job at it. That being said, let's get going and go ahead and point that thing down. And as you can see, I'm on. And I'm gonna just go to the store and go ahead and get what I need to get. I actually need to get some dog food for my dog. He only eats house food at his age. I got a Jack Russell. He's 19 years old. And I basically feed him chicken, vegetables. Every now and then I get him some steak. He won't eat, he won't eat dog food, processed dog food, so we cook for him pretty often, and he's hungry. So I need to go to the store and get him some food. And I figure, I might as well take the EUC. Like I said, I have gotten better at this. So I was able to stop right there. Little corner. Nothing too crazy. And I want to be able to carve. Carving is the hard thing. Carving is, what people tell me I need to get to doing. And I definitely believe them because once I learned how to carve on the one wheel, it was like night and day, Carving is one wheel, and at this point for me, if you ain't carving, you ain't really getting that full pleasure. Once you start carving on the one wheel, you really fall in love with it, man. And I'm supposing like that's gonna be the same thing for the EUC. And what I see people doing is, they bend one leg out and they bend the other leg and they bend, and maybe it's something like what I'm trying to do right now, but yeah, I'll get there eventually. Chickens running across, they don't want to live because, I'm good, but, when it comes to stopping, I kind of got a plan on stopping. And you see, just like that, I was able to turn that corner, no problem. Slowed down, didn't have to unmount, just had to stall a little bit. And once I got where I wanted to go, I was able to go ahead and ride. Now, I gotta say, look, this road is bumpy as hell. Like, these things don't, they don't intimidate me, not even the least little bit. The EUC with that suspension feels so buttery. Don't even matter what I'm bumping into. And once again, you see I'm slowing down to almost a stall. And yeah, I don't have to unmount anything like that. Right into a bumpy road. which was, you know, that was a little bit of the extreme of a bumpy road, but I got through it, no problem. And I'm turning right here. Let me check and see if my microphone's still working. Yeah, microphone's still working. Cause I'm about to die soon, man. But let me go ahead and switch my position with the camera. And yeah, you know, I'm at the point where you know, even though I'm not carving, I still love riding the EUC. Not getting as many wobbles anymore. Moved up a little bit because I can say now my normal riding speed is about 25, 26. As to where before I would feel like I'm flying at doing 19, 20. But it's so enjoyable, man. It's so enjoyable. It's a different ride than the one wheel, being that, you know, the one wheel tops out at 19. And, you know, that feels like you're flying pretty much, but I definitely would like if it was able to go a little bit faster. You know, in that regards, the GTS might be the one. You know, I might have to try out that GTS, but would I feel safe? You know, like I know I got so much headroom with this Lynx, you know? I'm only doing 25, 26. The Lynx does what? 55, 60? And, you know, it feels good at 30. Imagine what I'm hitting 40. Feels good at 25. Imagine when I'm hitting 40. You know, I'm enjoying it. Whew. But yeah, you know, a lot of electric motorcycles, mopeds, and EUCs, and, you know, all these different devices here in Key West. Now we got a little bit of a conundrum. Yeah, I don't want to ride in the water. So now, oh, look at that. The light changed green for me right in perfect time. And yeah, no problem. Here at my destination. All right, how you doing? Good, good. Like I say, let me go ahead and just get the mount. See, mount it, no problem. Once again. And now I'll go ahead and switch it up. Yeah, he thinks he's going fast. So, got my dog some food. Now I am just riding to the house. Okay. Yeah, so not a bad ride, you know, the experience is definitely kicking in. I'm getting to that point where, you know, if I need to go run an errand or do anything, I'm not scared to grab the Lynx. Over and over again, I tell you guys, whenever I need to go do something that, you know, requires me doing anything with my hands, I'm gonna end up jumping on the GT. For the simple fact, you know, I know it like the back of my hand. Oh, look at that dog. He's so cute. How you doing? He's tearing it up. Oh man, that was a cutie right there for sure. But yeah, anytime I'm going to do something, I grab that GT because, you know, I'm so used to it that I don't worry about anything that I have to do. Now I'm getting to the point where I feel like that a little bit on the Lynx. I'm not a pro just yet, but I am I'm getting comfortable, man. I'm getting real comfortable and enjoying taking it out. Before I would just ride this thing, you know, just to go practice. I definitely feel like I should be able to go for a long run now. Take you guys up the Keys and, you know, just get some of that in there, you know, because that's going to be a whole nother learning experience. And more than likely, you know, during that long ride, I probably will learn how to carve. I probably would learn how to carve in that video. I've gotten comfortable holding the camera. You know, before I would worry about holding the camera because, you know, I want that other hand to be able to grab the EUC if I need to grab it. But even that, you know, is not the smartest idea. If the EUC is gonna fall, it's probably better to just let it fall. The EUC will probably be all right. To this day, my wrist is still banged up from trying to hold on to the EUC while it ended up spinning out. But definitely been a comfortable ride. Surprised, you know, my microphone lasted this whole time. The mic was on pretty low battery percentage, man. And for those of you that don't know, I use the Rode wireless Go-To system. It's worked great for me. You know, I use it for a lot of professional work and, you know, records the audio pretty smooth. And another thing that's really surprising is, like, while I'm riding right now, you know, I can hear myself talk, but I can also hear the wind. And whenever, you know, I wear this wireless microphone system, I don't really hear the wind. You know, I don't have any problems with using the audio. Now, I'll say that and I'll go home and listen to this audio and it'll be all trashed, man, because that's just, you know, the way how luck works. But we'll see. We'll see. And that's pretty much about it, man. You know, I'm about a block and a half away from my house, man. Another successful ride. Picking up speed right here. I'm doing about 24, 25. Boom. Got a hell of a wobble. Look at this wobble. You couldn't see it. It was, oh yeah, I could definitely make it wobble manually if I want to, man. Just go from side to side and yeah, I guess that's the oscillating that they talk about. But yeah, it was a great ride, man. Nice ride to the store. Mission complete, man. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you haven't already, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, ring that bell, all the cool stuff for your boy DP Photography, also known as The Real Berg. I'm out. Thank you guys as always, man. And unmount.